Check out the latest public ad campaign to fight teen pregnancy in New York. I'm twice as likely not to graduate high school because you had me as a teen. Just one of several new PSAs in NYC. It's time to find out what you blog in real voices from the parenting world, stories you won't hear anywhere else. And with us today from BobbleheadDad.com, Jim Higley, and journalist mom blogger from SuburbanTurmoil.com, Lindsay Ferrier. Dr. Tiff, I want you to weigh in as well. Guys, let's start with this PSA. Lindsay, Jim, I mean, you guys just jump in. Who's passionate about this? Good thing, bad thing?
I think that this is something that's going to get a ton of attention out there, but it's not going to get any attention from teenagers because this whole campaign is about consequences. And one thing we've learned is that that part of the brain that handles consequences isn't really developed until you're in your mid-20s, right? So this is going to go over every teenager's head completely.
Jim?
Well, but then again, I got to believe there's a marketing group that's behind this, and they've done some test studies. I think it's terrific. Clearly, values and morals got to start at home with mom and dad. But, man, anything you can do to help kids understand in this quick-fix society that there's some implications to some passionate decisions they might make in the short term, I'm all in favor of it, Lindsay.
So, Dr. Tiff, apparently in Indianapolis, they had a similar in-your-face kind of message campaign, and it saw a dramatic drop in teen pregnancies.
And there's no research to say that because of this ad, there was a drop in teen pregnancies. It could be that they're doing more in terms of sex education, which also will lower teen pregnancy and sexually transmitted infection rates. I kind of agree that this type of ad really isn't, kids are so microwavable in terms of needing information very, very quickly. This ad is going to take too long. If they have to sit there and read through all of that to get the message, over their heads. Also, kids tend to think, teenagers especially, that they are invincible. So that will never happen to me. It's not going to happen to me. I'm still going to go to school. They don't believe any of that.
All right, Jim blogged about this one on BobbleheadDad.com. Hold on, Jim. I got to get to what you blogged about, and it was about getting this do-over. Okay, this do-over on your kid after learning lessons from the older ones. What exactly did you mean?
Right. Well, I'm telling a story that took place with my youngest son who's starting the college search process. It's not about that. It's about the crazy stress that our kids, all ages, 8 years old, 18 years old, are living with in our society. And I'm just raising my hand saying, man, I'm glad I got a third kid to try to get this right, at least in my family, and help de-stress his life and remind him that his self-worth is not based on his transcripts.
Jim talked about this on BobbleheadDad.com. Getting a do-over on your kid after learning lessons from the older ones. Lindsay, would you want a do-over?
Well, I think it's interesting that Jim said he would be more relaxed with his last kid. I have two stepdaughters who are now in college, and I have a 5- and an 8-year-old. And I think my husband and I agree we're going to be stricter with the younger ones. We were a little too relaxed with the older ones, and I think they were pushing their boundaries, and they needed more pushback from us. And so we're both going to push back a little more with the younger ones.
Jim, you're smiling, going, uh-huh.
Hey, again, a do-over can come in any way, shape, and form. So more power to you, Lindsay.
There you go. Yeah, and my producer Tim said, you know, he always tells the younger boys, "You're going to suffer because I'm going to be so stricter on you because of your older brother." Tough. That is too bad. All right, Victoria's Secret has this new pink line, little sexy undergarments and skimpy suits aimed at teenage girls. Oh, my goodness. This drives me crazy. Lindsay, are you going to take your daughters to Victoria's Secret?
Well, I know from experience now that the reality is moms don't usually take their kids to Victoria's Secret. They go and buy this stuff when they start shopping with their friends, and you end up finding it in their underwear drawer. I have to admit, I did this when I was a teenager, and I put it away. I stashed it away. A few days later, it was gone. I went down to my underwear, and she said, "I have no idea." And she still to this day will not admit to it. So, Mom, if you're watching this, I'm on to you.
You know what I love? Jim was a single dad. He had to do this all on his own. What did you do when your teenage daughter said, "Daddy, I want a little thong"?
Well, okay, the truth is everyone's all in an uproar about Victoria's Secret marketing to teenagers. They've been doing it for years. You go in a store and it's loaded with little girls. And so, hey, this is all about having conversations with your kids, your daughters early on about kind of the whole sexualization of young girls in our society. It doesn't start at the point of purchase. It starts years before that little girl's ready for a bra.
That is true. I remember when my friend's son started dating this girl in high school, and she bent over in her jeans, and I saw this
whale tail.
Oh, I saw the whale tail, and it was horrifying. crying. I said to my friend Pam, I go, oh my God, she has a thong. She's only 15. She has a thong.
What does she know about
Oh my God, that is so sleazy.
You are so 2007.
Okra. Seriously, too sexy, too young, Dr. Tiff.
I think it is a little bit much. I mean, I think kids want to grow up. I remember being, 5 and wanting a tube top. I had to have a tube top. I don't know what I was going to put in the tube top.
There was nothing sexy about a tube top, no matter how big your boobs were, how small your boobs were.
I had nothing to put in the tube top, but I wanted one. My mother was just like, not having it. And as long as she was buying my clothes, I had no choice in the matter. And so I think more of what parents need to do is say, you know what, if I'm buying, you're not wearing that. End of story.